Okay, let's take a look at our APIs. So there are two APIs we're interested in, and the first one we're going to use for paying. So the idea here is that at this URL that everyone in the class can use. So carpark.set09603.ap.ac.uk. So this is where you can use to fake pay, and this works quite nicely on a mobile phone if you've got it. You need to put in your number because we're all sharing the same mechanism, so this separates out the car park. So your car park number is your matriculation number or just any string that no one else is using. So I'm 4000-0036, and what I can do is click these buttons to add to a queue. Let's see that going. So if I press F12 and I pressed F12 and I'm going to dock the debug window. So here's the debug window being docked, and just clear that. Okay, and clear that. Alright, so what I can do, I can put in 10p. So I add 10p, and that gets added to a queue. So we look at network, and let me see if I can find the data coming past. Oh, okay, so I put in 10p, and the number 10 comes back. Let's put in 20p. And that gets added to the queue, and now the queue contains two things, 10p and 20p. Let's put in 50p, £1, £2, £5, and £10. Each time it just adds to the queue, so you can see that queue is going up and up and up. If I put another 10 pence in, then the queue gets even bigger. So this is the sequence I put the money in: 10 pence, 20 pence, 50 pence, £1, £2, £5, £10, and then 10 pence again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things in the queue. Okay, now I can get things out of the queue by visiting this page. So if we visit carpark.set.napier.ac.uk /take PHP $carpark equals, and then you give the car park number. So what that does is takes the first thing out of the queue. So you can see the queue here has got a 10 pence at the head. So if I reload this, I get 10 back. So there's my 10. If I reload again, I should get that 20 pence back. And then I get the 50 pence, and then I get the £1, and then I get the £2, and I get the £5, and then the £10, and then the 10 pence. All right. And at that point, the queue is empty. So if I reload again, you should see it just hangs. Can you see it's waiting there? So it's just spinning. It hasn't got 10 back. That's just what's being displayed from last time. It says it's waiting for that to come by. And what's going to happen is, as soon as I add something to the queue, this call should complete. So let's pick £5. So I click on £5, and the £5 instantly shows up in this window here. Well, not quite instantly, but pretty close. All right, so now we're back to the queue is empty, and I can try and pull something else out of the queue now. So try and pull the next thing out of the queue, and then if I add something to the queue, I add £1 to the queue, we should get 100 showing up here. There we go. All right, and I can add stuff to the queue, so 10, 5, 2, 1, 50p, 20p, 10p. So the queue now contains a whole bunch of things, and we should be able to see that the last call I made here, that shows me the queue: 10, 5, £2, £1, 50 pence, 20 pence, 10 pence. So I can pull those out of the queue here. First thing to go in there was £10, so I should get 1,000 back. Yep, there's 1,000, then 500, 200. Okay, so this is supposed to simulate a coin machine. When I click on a button here, this is someone putting money in, and when I call this, this is me receiving that money, noticing that the money has come by, and if there's no money in the queue, it just sits there and it waits. This is what's called a long pole. So it's just waiting for something to get added to the queue, and I can add something to the queue. Let's add 50p, and 50 pence comes back as soon as that completes. Okay, so that is the money API, and we'll see how we can use that later. But generally speaking, when you're testing, you're going to have this up on your phone or on the computer, and you can practice, or you can test putting money into the machine, and your application is going to be making this call here. It's going to be calling to pull money out of that queue. Okay, in the next video we'll look at the API here. The important thing about this API is there are two addresses. This here is for users, okay, for people testing. And this URL here, ending in take.php, this is used to extract money from the queue.